You know, I took a real hot picture last year. And guess who was in it? Nah, it's not me. I don't know.
He stood up and said, look, I understand how it works in the corporate setting, but being in the game 20-something years, this is how we move. So nothing really around him was jaded. It was kind of like it became Buck's office. It's like, okay, I'm not even jaded by none of this, but this is what I feel we should be going to. I'll give it to you, it's your office, but this is what I'm saying. So during the last meeting we had, the music and everything was great, but he still kept that independent spirit. So for me, the energy was like, that's how it has to be. Because at the end of the day, it is the music business, and I understand, but I think people have become so corporate with it. It's not even allowing people to be creative anymore. So you're not able to find out what's oh, this is a hit. How you know that? Play it for 10 people. If 8 of them like it, you may be getting somewhere. Play it for 10 people. If one person likes it, it doesn't mean it's garbage. It's just like, hey, the other 9 people just didn't get it.
But you want to know something? This is why I love where music has gone. Because back in the day, you know, it was based off of that kind of person. You understand? And I'm not saying he's a bad or good or whatever kind of person, but it was like your career depended on that person's word. Now with social media, which is just such a blessing as it is a curse, it doesn't matter about that one person's word. That doesn't mean that your career is over, because you have a billion people on social media that can say, I like it, or you know what, I love you. So because of that, now I'm gonna help you to create other opportunities for yourself. And even if you might not have had the reach to be able to reach out to these certain people because of social media, now you do. And that's why he basically just told us the music industry really doesn't have an opinion. They let the people decide. And then even if they don't like it, based off the people, now they like it because they feel like they love money, so they're gonna let that be the reason why they would fuck.
I don't even think he, I know he doesn't like the way it's going because he comes from being creative. So if you leave it up to him, strip away all the BS, let's get back to the music.
Of course.
But the fact that you're sitting inside the building, you gotta move a certain way. And I understand that. But then you can see the restrictions, but I think that the playing ground is now kind of even.
Exactly. I like where it's at because it's like
independence.
I love it. Because now you don't feel like let's just be real. For a girl like me that's in the industry, you know, where I danced and stuff like that, and I was like, you know, in the industry where I was doing, I guess you would say, softcore porn, whatever you want to call it. Back in the day, I would have had to sleep with someone. Let's just be real. In order to get even an opportunity heard. And now it doesn't have to be like that. I could tell you a fantasy if I wanted to, and I could literally dance around and, you know, do whatever I want on the internet and without having to give you actually any part of me physically. And you'll fall so in love with me that I'll have an opportunity that I wouldn't have had before, where I don't have to actually sleep with someone to get a chance, you know? So it's like, as much as they want to call you, you know, a thought, this, that, and the other, or internet, whatever you call it, I'll be that. But I'm all from the comfort of my home doing just that, where I don't have to be touched or do any of that at all. It's just like all the stuff that I've become famous for in terms of, like, you know, twerking and, you know, shaking and gyrating to music and all that other stuff. People are like very judgmental, and at first it used to bother me, but it doesn't bother me anymore. It used to bother me because I would be like, oh, they're calling me a hoe. Okay, like, you're calling me a hoe, but who have you actually seen me have sex with? You know what I'm saying? Who have you actually seen me do anything with? Oh, maybe one girl. Okay, I like girls, so what? But realistically, who have you really seen me do anything with? Nobody. So, you really want to define hoe? Because back in the day, what I knew as a hoe was a girl that slept around with a lot of people, and nobody could really tie me to anybody except for one girl that I was on camera with and had a good time, and that's my homegirl. So, you know, that's it. But realistically, like, I love the fact that social media has given the everyday person a chance to be seen and heard. and it's not left in the eyes, or you know, their future is not left in the hands of people like that. You know? If you got the talent or you got the personality, they'll mess with you just off the strip. Look at Cardi. Her personality got her in the door, and then everything else that she wanted to pursue was there, and she said, all right, here you go. And they opened up, they embraced her with open arms because she had a bomb personality.
Like yourself.
Thank you. Yeah, but realistically, like, what kind of chances would an everyday girl from the Bronx have really had before social media? It wouldn't have been as many opportunities and chances for her to really get seen.
Well, like you said, you would have had to
sleep with somebody,
go on that date,
yes,
take a ride in that vehicle with somebody
in the back seat.
You don't even like to, you want to go.
Literally, you gotta, like, come on, let's, like, we're not fronting here. How many people have you heard in the industry, like, you know, now with the whole Me Too thing? Oh, you had to do that too, girl? Or, oh, yes.
Absolutely.
So it's like, all right, people are kind of afraid now to do that because of social media and the Me Too movement. They don't want to mess around. So they want to just, you know, play things real fair and not really do too much because your voice could be heard just like that. In the click of a button. Just like that.
AskNathaniel.org.
Yo, I took a real hot picture last year. And guess who was in it? Nah, it's not me. I know what you're saying.